Hello, fellow wanderers. Today we will dive into the world of human meat consumption. As you may be aware of, we humans have taken ourselves out of the food chain, which has exempted us from competition with other species. This astounding accomplishment is one in a series of unprecedented feats on planet Earth that have propelled humans toward becoming pseudo-masters of the environment. Basically, we get to choose what and how much we eat, resulting in societies that have begun to tend toward more and more meat. So, what are the causes and the consequences of humanity's increased meat production? It wasn't until the advent of industrial livestock in the late 19th century to early 20th century that meat and other animal derivatives became central to the human diet. This map and its accompanying charts illustrate the trophic levels of the average consumer in different countries around the world. The global HTL, human trophic level, was calculated to be 2.21 in a system that considers plants as equal to 1, primary consumers as equal to 2, and so on and so forth. Humans received a decimal number because of our omnivorous tendencies. It is estimated that two-thirds more meat will be produced over the next 4 decades. What does this mean for the environment? For starters, in order to feed all the livestock, farmers typically institute a system of monoculturalization, planting and harvesting one crop. This practice generates many crop genetic disadvantages and soil deficiencies that must be surmounted through the use of pharmaceuticals, fertilizers, irrigation, etc., which entail even more resource demand on the land. Furthermore, agricultural production accounts for about a fifth of total human greenhouse emissions, with livestock production accounting for 80% of this sector's emissions. This graph shows the comparison between two different types of livestock raising, intensive and pastoral. The more we eat meat, the more we contribute to global warming. Compounded to the issue of emissions regarding livestock is the issue of feedstock production, which takes up about a third of total agricultural cropland and about 32% of usable freshwater worldwide. Societies as a whole see meat as a sort of institution to strive toward, but this perception is aiding climate change and allowing too many resources to be used in exchange for too few benefits. Individuals such as Tony Weiss, author of The Ecological Hoofprint, have recently made objections to the notion that in order for a nation to become more sophisticated, they must increase their livestock production. In order to combat our rampant meat consumption, we need our governments to implement policies aimed at mitigating industrial livestock, and more importantly, we need to change the negative stigmas surrounding meat alternatives. There was a species on earth that ate too much from birth. From a plow to a hoe, from a cow to mechanized sow, the species has rid the land of mirth.